Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this fine not Thursday. What day is it? Wednesday, midday. Sorry for being 4 minutes late, ladies and gentlemen. Today I got about 4 hours of sleep last night because I was too excited for the imminent bull run that is happening right beneath our feet right now. Hopefully everyone's bags are packed. It is going to get very exciting. Anyone who was doubting Bitcoin's strength here is kind of just foolish. We are at the point in the cycle, and we've been saying this for quite some time now, that you just long every dip that happens, especially in something like Bitcoin. We are up 4% today, but that's not the exciting part, and that is not. You can't hear me. Sound is good. Oh, God damn it. My thing says that you guys can hear me just fine, so I don't know. Sound good, Zach. All right, it sounds like it's a your problem. Sounds like a skill issue here, Zach. Bitcoin pumping 4% is not why I'm excited, okay? And that is not why you guys are here. That is not the title of the live stream. It has little to do with anything. I don't really care, to be honest, that Bitcoin is pumping, except for this one small yet very major point here. BTC.D. Bitcoin is up 4% on the day, 4.21% on the day, yet Bitcoin dominance is down on the day. Now, it's not down by much. It's down by 0.12%, 0.1%. Bitcoin dominance is down while Bitcoin is up pretty substantially. That is a break in trend. So far, every time Bitcoin pumps, dominance pumps, which means Bitcoin goes up, altcoins don't go up as much. And then Bitcoin goes down, altcoins go down more. But what we're seeing right now is the very beginning of the break-in trend in which Bitcoin goes up and altcoins go up more. Ethereum up 7% on the day, and it just broke out of its little consolidation pattern. I think it's very clear the amount of bearishness on Ethereum in this given moment. It makes sense to me that it is breaking out and it is going to start making its trek up to all-time highs again. Anyone who doesn't think Ethereum's crossing $5,000 this cycle is kind of goofy. I don't really see that narrative out there, but I just wanted to put it out there that this is a very clear pattern that's happening right now. But that is massive. That is extremely massive for all of us, considering probably 99% of us are very altcoin dominant. I don't own a single Satoshi. I don't own a single sat. Zero Bitcoin. I am all in on altcoins. And so what I've been waiting for is the moment that is happening right now. I hope everyone's bags are packed and they are ready to go with their picks for this next leg in the altcoin cycle, because we have not seen this happening in a very long time. It's been 1 year since we saw this type of setup playing out in Bitcoin. I am thinking that this was the top for the cycle, and we're actually going to get Bitcoin to break below the 200-day moving average like it did last cycle, which indicated a massive altcoin rally, and the same in the cycle before that, the 2017 cycle, where there was another massive altcoin season, altcoin rally. So I am under the I'm assuming that this is the beginning, that was the top, and we're headed down. At the very least, we're going to repeat what we did last year. And again, if you remember last year, we saw the craziest altcoin rally that we've seen in a very long time. We saw DeSci go up thousands of %. And so hopefully you guys are ready. GoFundMe set up so Patrick can get a single sat. Oh my God, C90. We'll get sats in the next bear market. But this bull market, I started with almost no money at all because I had to use all of it to live. And so I started this thing with almost nothing. Now my portfolio has grown into something that last cycle me would be absolutely infatuated with. And that's because we've just had so many successful call outs and we've done so well at targeting a niche that is blowing up. Absolutely blowing up, guys. This is not, I don't want to say once in a lifetime because there's always infinite opportunities. Constantly there are bull markets happening somewhere. Not to quote Jim Cramer there. Might have just jinxed the entire thing we're doing. But good morning, MK. Good morning, DeSci. What's good? Just chill. Morning. How's it going? I see a new name in here. Howboy. What's good? What's good? Zach. Oh man, no. Good evening. Definitely Timberlake vibes. It's funny. Well, it's too cold in here, but I was going to wear my Godfather shirt. I was going to wear this shirt because I'm celebrating becoming a new godfather, but it is far too cold to do that. And so we're just wearing a sweatshirt right now. But it's a lip recovery bounce for Research Hub for sure. Let's go. There are too many names to say good morning to everyone. What's good, Takra, Damani, C90, MK, I think I already said hello. Steven, hell yeah. We got a full house today. We got a full house. This is exciting. Today's live stream, I have three things I want to talk about. And then what we're going to do is just kind of go through your guys' portfolios. We'll do technical analysis and kind of go through the different altcoins you guys have and rapid fire give off some opinions or some live analysis for everyone. Because again, I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep, a cup of coffee, and an Alani energy drink. Not sponsored, although it should be. So I'm a little bit frantic in my brain. And so rather than try and sit here and give every single thing for you guys, we're going to be looking at the charts and we're going to have an analysis, which is actually extremely important. We'll go through the bag holder to homeowner portfolio challenge that I started over a year ago because it is rebounding quite nicely. We are rapidly approaching all-time highs again. Again, started this thing with $500 and we've been adding more and more and more, but that's how you do it in a crypto portfolio. So first thing I wanted to bring up is the Athena DAO Catalyst sale. Now they have 2 IPT sales going on right now. One on Catalyst, and it is filling up pretty quickly. And the other, it's already at a $417,000 market cap. It's filling up pretty quick. They got 55 ETH raised already out of the 82 that they're trying to raise. So this thing is almost to the extent, and it literally just went live like 2 hours ago. Again, read through all of the information about it so that you understand what it is that you're investing your money into, but it is fertility research for ovarian aging so that women can have babies later in life and prolong menopause. They have another drug for sale as well, Athena DAO does. That one's been up for a couple days and has not raised nearly as much money, but that one is arguably further along in its research than the one that is selling out right now. They just didn't list it on Catalyst. They listed it on a different site within the molecule ecosystem, that the site that VitaFast and VitaRNA went through like a year or so ago. We had a whole conversation about it, the FAQ. I did an AMA with the researcher. Let me see if I can grab... Yeah, here we go. Except I don't have my VPN on, so it's not going to let me see it. Yeah, motherfucker. It's all right. They have another one going on as well. Is it good to get in? I jumped in as soon as it went live. Okay, yes. Good question. Good question, Takrid. I did not read any of this stuff. Can you explain what is the purpose of Catalyst projects? Is there any chance of return, or are we just funding science? Nothing wrong with it, LOL. Yes, so... Catalyst right now is kind of in its infancy where they've listed a bunch of projects and every single one of them has sold out. The next that are coming are from SciDAO and then an independent one with Robust Mouse Rejuvenation Study 2. But every other Catalyst fundraising round that they've done has completely filled out very rapidly after this boost in decentralized science. The thing that you guys need to understand about Catalyst that makes it different from a lot of the other mechanisms, or more specifically Pump.Science, is that you cannot trade in and out of the token until they've done with the negotiation phase with the scientist, right? So funding secured, IPTs issued after the deal is signed. So they raised funds in order to go through this entire step-by-step, like they tell you exactly what they're gonna do with all the money that you guys gave, that we gave, and the timeline to expect, 10 months, total $425,000 for this one specifically. And so once they have finished the negotiation stage, they will transfer the IPT on chain. They'll unlock the IPT so that you can actually trade it. But for the time being, while they're in the negotiation phase, it was basically a donation. Now, the two molecules that have successfully gone through this already, which was a year and a half ago, were both from VitaDAO. And it wasn't directly on Catalyst, but it was a very similar mechanism. It was, again, on that other one that I just told you about from Athena DAO. But this is what you can kind of assume for it. They launched the token after negotiating with the scientist, and then you can trade it. It is very illiquid. It is very illiquid. and there's often not a ton of tokens. So the value of each token is very high. $26 is crazy, especially considering it was trading at $2 just a couple months ago. But this is kind of what you can expect from it after, of course, they finished the negotiations. And this is not a good one to do because it filled out on the very first day that it went live trading, or that it went live. But if we come look at the Brain Accelerator one, that's a good one we can look at because it took a while for it to fill up. You can actually see that the earlier you get into them, the smaller the market cap. So the market cap on this one's 458,000 right now, which is what it will go live at when they're done negotiating, from my understanding. But the earlier you got in, the lower the coin price you could get. So if you were the first transaction, you're already up a 10x on it, on this one specifically. If you were the first transaction, you're already up a 10x. So it's similar to Pump Fun and Pump Science in that regard, but different in that you have to go through a negotiation phase. It was not just finishing the bonding. Hopefully that makes sense. What percent of your portfolio is in each narrative? DeSci, AI, gaming, etc. So I have DeSci, that's a good question, Satya. That's a very good question. I have DeSci, AI, and DPIN. And I think they all kind of merge into the same, to be honest. But out of those three, I would say I'm about 90% DeSci. 8% DPIN, maybe like 5% DPIN and 5% AI. I am wildly, aggressively full porting decentralized science. That is what I'm focused on. That is where I feel like I have the competitive edge, and that is where I'm placing my money to ride out this cycle. So if DeSci fails, I'm in for a little bit of a wake-up call. I don't think it's going to fail. Omni, bullish. Is there any investing for the Catalyst projects? I don't think so. But we'd have to read the fine print for it. Is there any catalyst for DNX coming up? Because it seems like it doesn't react super hard to bullishness in the market compared to other DPIN coins. The catalyst for Dynex, there's a litany of catalysts for Dynex. The market's just not reacting to any of them, and I think it's because quantum computing is too difficult of a concept. However, the catalyst for Dynex is that they just did it. Well, let me just pull it up. We're done with the Athena down one. I'm bullish on it. I hopped in as soon as I saw it was live because I think this is a very, very clean one. Same with the other raise that they did. The only thing with the other one is that you have to actually stake equal amounts of Athena DAO tokens in order to get into that one, which is a barrier to entry, which I think is just giving a little bit of opportunity because not a lot of people want to go through that. But Dynex. And then after this one, we're going to go through my portfolio challenge, and then I want to go through your guys' portfolios if you're willing to share them and kind of shout out some of the coins that you guys have that you want to bring up on stream here. So announcing Dynex's 10-year roadmap. We're not going to watch that whole thing. Instead, we're going to look for... I probably bookmarked it, but we're going to look for the post. Dynex leading the DeSci narrative. Bullish. Where's Noble? What the hell? The post in which outlines a lot of the bullish narratives for Dynex. Give me a second. I should have bookmarked it, but I might just start rattling it off in my own 2 cents on it. The things that I'm bullish on is probably more important to you guys, huh? Yeah. Okay. So Dynex is going through they did a $50 million VC round into equity in the company. Now remember, the valuation is at $30 million. So they raised more money than the whole token is worth. They are taking some of that money and they're doing $10 million worth of buybacks on this. So at current prices, a third of the supply. It's spanned out over till the end of 2026. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it basically created a floor in the chart, in my opinion. They also reworked the token incentive model so that a small fragment of every Dynex that gets paid for conducting a job on the network. Remember, this is quantum as a service available on AWS. So people who have AWS accounts can actually do the subscription model through Dynex, which is crazy. A small portion of every job fee that goes through is being redistributed to the holders of Dynex token, those who stake and actually help validate the network. It goes even further than that, though, because the number of jobs that they've been doing has been exponentially growing, almost a double up month over month, every month. And that is something, in my opinion, that one fact is enough for me. I've not seen any coin, any investment I've ever done, I've not seen it in which the fundamentals are increasing at an exponential rate, like the number of jobs, the fundamentals behind something are increasing like that, and the asset associated does not follow. And with the new token model where they're taking some of it and redistributing it for each job, that is tying the token price closer to the number of jobs that they're doing. And I pull it up all the time, but let's go ahead and just go to dynex.org. Be careful, facts, and go to the network and just take a peek at the number of jobs. So in November, which we still have, how many days left? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 days left. They've already done 62,456 jobs compared to October, where they did 21,000, which was a little bit down from the 25,000 in September, but that again was doubled from the 10,000, almost doubled from the 9,000, doubled from the 7,000, right? You see what I mean? It's exponentially growing. Like at the beginning of the year, they were only doing 1,000 jobs. Now they're doing 62,000 jobs. So that is a 6,200% increase in the number of jobs just this year. Just this year. That's crazy. That's some insane growth. And so that alone for me is catalyst enough, but it continues. They're launching quantum chips, room temperature quantum chips next year. They're supposed to be distributing those with 1,000 qubit base, like floor. They'll be so that you can go buy a quantum chip, put it in your computer. I'm sure it'll be a little bit more complicated than that. You're going to need some crazy software to run it. Put it in your computer and be able to run a 1,000 qubit quantum computer. The most usable qubits in a quantum computer is 1,180. And so, yeah, that's from the Guinness World Record. They're launching a chip that's going to have 1,000 in it. Now, it's a little bit different, but it is different in a very good way. And I don't want to get super in the weeds of it. We should have a part 2. I know. I could make the entire live stream about Dynex. Absolutely. Absolutely, I could. And I have some very exciting things that I'm just waiting patiently to talk about. But Yeti's here, so now I have to behave. I guess I arrived at the right time. Yeti, we talk about Dynex literally almost every single live stream. It's crazy. How do I know when they go live? That's a good question. I'm assuming you're going back to Catalyst. I know I'm reading them a little bit out of order, but again, I only got like 4 hours of sleep, so you got to bear with me a little bit. We've not seen any from Catalyst go live yet, and so they'll probably make some crazy announcements on Molecule, and anyone like ValleyDAO did this one, so I'm assuming as soon as it goes live, ValleyDAO will be talking about it a lot as well. Damani asks, what is the biggest DeSci holding in your overall portfolio? Well, I'm going to be doxing myself here with this one a little bit, but Noble Blocks is my biggest holding because... And that, yes, I suffered through all of the downturn with all of you guys. I, in fact, did not sell a single token. Like, I worked with Delroy for months, over a year at this point, on Noble Blocks. I received compensation for my time and energy dedicated into the project. This has been the most intensive thing I've ever done in crypto. It's helping with Noble Blocks every extent of the way. And so yes, I got paid pretty handsomely in tokens for this thing. And as it's tanked, I've continued to buy more and more and more. So I've sunk a lot of money into Noble Blocks. And it is my biggest holding. I'm just holding tight on it, just waiting there. Personally, I would like to segue that into Dynex. I would like to have Dynex be my biggest holding because I think it is a disgustingly amazing opportunity, but that's all right. With patience. If you were to create a long-term hold portfolio with DeSci, AI, DPIN, what are the main tokens you would focus on? Yeah. All right. These are good questions, everyone. Let's go ahead and get into the portfolio challenge so I can show you guys what it is that I am publicly holding in my portfolio challenge, right? Because that's going to give you some insight into how I've been thinking about everything. So I've made some changes recently to the portfolio challenge. I was fairly cash heavy again because of that NFNT play that we did. NFNT, which is still going pretty nicely, and low-key I should have bought more in the dip that we had here, right? So I saw the chart, it looked beautiful. I saw the product, it looked beautiful. It is AI image and video generation. It's actually really, really good at what they're doing. So I scooped up a bag here, and then I sold 75% up here. I was planning on buying more, but I guess I wasn't paying attention because we've rebounded aggressively back up to where I sold. So I missed the opportunity to buy more. I'm just gonna kind of hold on to what I do have. Although at a $6 million market cap, I think it's still a pretty easy cook. I just don't want to FOMO into it at all-time highs. But number one in the portfolio right now is Axon DAO. And I was rearranging a lot of the portfolio over the last week, and I realized that I've been publicly saying I don't hold any Axon anymore. Yet in the portfolio challenge, I am still holding Axon. So I've just like differentiated the two holdings away from everything, and I think I can't be out here saying I'm publicly holding no Axon anymore and have it the number one position in the portfolio challenge. With that being said, it's less because I think the project won't do well and more just because I don't want to hold the token. I'm being a little bit petty, but I understand that. I think it goes back up to $1, and so I'm going to put aside my feelings on this one and continue to hold it probably till we break out to new all-time highs on Axon, and then I'll likely sell what's in the portfolio challenge. That is about a double up from here, I believe, right? Or more than that, about a triple up from here. So once it breaks over $1 again, I'll probably sell out of it and take my $3,000 from this and put it into new projects or just enjoy the profits, right? Next up is Noble Blocks. Noble Blocks, again, is something we've gone up and down, up and down, up and down a ton on. Noble Blocks, I got into it in this portfolio challenge in the pre-sale. And so it was golden. It looked gorgeous. I'm still just hanging on tight to my 50,000 Noble tokens. If it reaches $1, then we've literally just on Noble Blocks completed the portfolio challenge where we're taking $500 and we're turning it into enough money to purchase a house. We want to segue from a bag holder to a home owner using crypto, using AI, using decentralized science, using some of these investment opportunities here. I want to showcase to you guys the power of crypto when you manage a portfolio appropriately. Had a little bit of a lapse here as we fell from $6,500 down to $2,000, but I held through the plays with conviction and we're coming back to life pretty quickly. And I just want to stress to you guys that all of the positions in this portfolio I will be selling at some point to go buy a house, because ultimately that should be your goal in crypto. I know it's fun and it's really exciting. It's also really stressful. I want to showcase to you guys how important it is to actually parlay this into real assets that you can use and live in. If you could make enough money in crypto to pay off an entire house, you're better than 99% of the people out there. So Noble Blocks, second largest in the portfolio, $591. I'm holding tight on this thing for quite some time. This is probably going to be something I hold through the entire bull market. Next up is Dynex, and I literally just added more into my Dynex position. I had 1,400 Dynex tokens. I've upped it to 1,745. As long as it stays down here, I will continue to accumulate more and more and more of Dynex. I think it's disgustingly undervalued. Next one up on this is Data Lake. Data Lake is a DeSci project we've been following since it was a $140,000 market cap. This thing was co-funded by the European Union. I don't think I really need to say too much more about it. You guys know about Data Lake. My price prediction for this thing is $1.40, so I'm just hanging on tight to my almost 40,000 tokens. I bought some for 25 bucks, then 50 bucks, and sold 200, then bought another $100 worth. So this is literally a free position. This is a free position. I'm playing just with house money on Data Lake. So I'm hanging on tight to this thing. Next up is USDC. That is just stablecoins. I'm holding onto the stablecoins right now in this portfolio, despite me not thinking stablecoins are going to be useful right now, given the state of the market. I want to be as close to fully invested as possible. 9% in USDC. That is for the Poseidon presale that's happening. Although I'm a US resident, I can't get into the Poseidon DAO presale. As soon as it goes live, the day it goes live, I will be scooping up a bag of Poseidon DAO with this money. And another thing I should mention here is that what makes this portfolio unique, I just sent a DM, let's go Yeti, thank you. I absolutely want a sneak peek of something cool. Hell yeah, can I show it on live stream? Probably not, but absolutely I want a sneak peek of that thing. Yeah, you said it here, so I feel like you're okay with it. Mods, there's a snow Yeti in the chat. Oh God. Every single Sunday, I add 1% of the portfolio's value into the portfolio as a stable coin. That is me DCAing into the market. That is me slowly having more firing power, having more ammunition to scoop up altcoins and scoop up discounted projects that I see in the market. Because if you don't have fresh capital flowing into the market consistently, you're gonna not perform as good as you could. And so my strategy is, rather than DCAing into specific projects, I DCA into stablecoins that I can then deploy when I see things like Dynex and I'm down 30% on the position, and I can just continue to DCA into Dynex and build it bigger and bigger and bigger. But if I was DCAing into projects themselves, I wouldn't be able to have that dry powder to deploy when there's massive discounts. So that's my strategy. So every week, every Sunday, this Sunday, I'll be adding $50 to the portfolio so long as we stay here. And then next Sunday, I'll add 1% of whatever it is. And that way I can continue to accumulate and grow this position. I'll probably toss, hopefully, like $500 into the Poseidon DAO sale as soon as it goes live. Not the pre-sale, but the launch of the token, because I'm a US resident. Next up is Jupiter Swap, and this is where we're starting to get out of the DeSci projects a little bit. We still have 2 more DeSci projects to go over, but this is where we get out of it a little so I can have exposure to different narratives. I think Solana is clearly the chosen chain this cycle, and so rather than buying Solana, I bought Jupiter Swap as a beta play on Solana's ecosystem. We're up 107% on the position here, and I think, yeah, I just bought $200 worth. It's at 413. I'll be holding this until Solana probably reaches like 800 bucks. If I can get Jupiter Swap to go up to a $10 token, I will be dumping a little bit of it. Then I have got Genomes DAO. You guys know Genomes DAO. This is the project that actually I have something to talk about. They're doing a Black Friday sale right now for their genetic testing kits, which is really, really good because now they're priced at a point that is far below anything you'll see in the market for genetic testing. You will not find a genetic testing kit for $100 that does the amount of sequencing that Genomes DAO does. It is sequencing like 98% of your entire genome. That is disgustingly cheap. Disgustingly cheap. So this is going to onboard more users. If they can market this appropriately, which I think they will, it's going to onboard more users and just help contribute to, where's the statistic? They post a lot, goddamn. This is going to help grow the amount of users. Again, growing the fundamentals behind a project. And now we're seeing the repricing of the Genomes token, and it's actually starting to look a lot like what the statistics looked like on the fundamental level. So this is a good case study for why I think you only really need to pay attention to the Dynex jobs when you're looking at it. Obviously, you need to look more and more into it, but this is a good case study because the fundamentals behind Genomes DAO, the amount of users in the network, were growing pretty quickly because of the last sale they did, but the price wasn't moving at all. Oh my God, guys, just show me, give it to me. Give me what you guys posted. Why do you post so much? Scrolling through a lot of updates from this sucker. Noble launching soon. Soon, boys, soon. It is almost, oh, look at Yeti Micro posted about Genomes DAO too, and then they reposted it. Micro is a very, very, very good person to be following if you're interested in DePIN projects or DeSci as a whole. He's getting more and more into it, but Genomes DAO is there. There's a good graphic. There we go. Oh, look at that. What did I say? You can always trust Micro. Micro has the hookups. This is the graphic I was looking for. So when they did the giant sale where they were 80% off for the genetic testing kits to get users, we saw a massive uptick in the users and a massive uptick in the test runs for the getting rewarded for providing your genetic information, right? I don't want to get in too deep into the weeds. You guys know about Genomes DAO already, where they're using zero knowledge proofs to hide your identity, but also allow you to get compensated for providing the data for research studies on genetic illnesses and everything. We saw a huge uptick starting back here in, what's the month before October? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Back in August and September, we saw a big uptick begin in the fundamentals behind Genomes DAO. And now all of a sudden, what you're seeing is an uptick in the price of the token, right? Okay, this is clearly not it. So starting in November, we saw the uptick. So what we saw was an increase in the fundamentals all throughout October and September, and yet the price was going down. And then finally the market realized, and we saw an explosive rally upwards. An explosive rally. Like this thing went up 550%. Food for thought, guys. Food for thought. Next up is ResearchCoin, Brian Armstrong's project. Brian Armstrong, the founder of Coinbase, is the co-founder of Research Hub. I really don't think I need to say much more about it. They, on a fundamental level, are competing with the largest academic publishing journals in the entire world. Nature Journal is one of the biggest, and they are competing as a function of how many articles are being posted on their publication platform. And that is because they're rewarding people $150 right now. $150 per peer review article that they post. And so that is quite substantial. That is quite substantial. Brian Armstrong's project probably not going to be sitting at a $70, $80 million market cap for too long. Next up, ICP. This is a bet on Aaron, low-key. Low-key, I think it goes to $100. I'm just hanging out with my $4 average price. And the final two on this list that you guys are probably going to be interested in seeing is Eagle AI and NFNT. These are my two AI plays that I have in the portfolio challenge. I should have low-key added Sturdy, but I was not holding it in the portfolio challenge. But Eagle AI is something I just bought a couple days ago. I put 200 bucks in. We're up $60 on it, 30% because it started taking off. Eagle AI is a really, really cool project. They've got a lot of backing from pretty big companies out there. And then NFNT, same thing, backing from pretty big companies out there and really cool product, both AI projects. I'm just hanging on tight to my position in them. Very bullish. I didn't buy Eagle AI. I bought Beagle AI. You are ridiculous, Don. Ridiculous. Asked Elroy to remove the 5% tax. It's sketchy at this point. He will not be removing the 5% tax. He's made that abundantly clear. Landwolf carrying the portfolio. Landwolf, I could sell and take my $50, but Landwolf is a reminder to me not to partake in the degenerate activity of meme coins like that ever again. Ever again. Fuck that. That was stupid. I trusted people. I talked to... Yeah, that was stupid. The cabal brainwashed me, used me as exit liquidity, point blank. I will not be partaking in stuff like that again. And I'm keeping it in the portfolio as a gentle reminder of a $500 loss. I could take my 50 bucks and just accept that I had the L, but I want to leave that in the portfolio as a reminder. Goddamn, guys, goddamn. I am sorry that I ever mentioned it to you guys. That was me getting FOMO about meme coins and jumping into it, and not worth it. Not worth it. It is carrying the portfolio. That was a heavy loss to have taken. I mean, we lost stuff on, I lost stuff on Dynex and TIA and technically VitaDAO, although if I had held through, I wouldn't have lost anything, but I wanted to move it into other things. Pyth Network, those I'll accept because I do think those will come back. They're probably already coming back right now if I hadn't sold, but Goddamn. Lane Wolf hold the worst. I know. The Lane Wolf on Ethereum is doing just fine. The Lane Wolf on Ethereum is doing just fine. But that's the portfolio challenge. Everyone has rugged from a meme at some point. I've been rugged by... If you guys saw my Phantom wallet, funny story actually. I lost a lot of money on meme coins over the summer. I was just having fun trading them, and I got rugged more times than I care to admit, but I never sold any of them. I leave them all in the portfolio in case of a CTO. Hold on. I had to burp. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, I opened up the app, and it's actually kind of a funny story, and then we'll get into some of your guys' portfolios if you want to share them in the live stream. I don't see anyone over on X, so if you guys are over on X, say hello. But one of the coins I got rugged on actually came back to life. I put 1 Solana into it, and I was able to take 2 Solana out. It was like Moneybags coin or something like that. Let me see if it's on here. No, I don't see it. It was a random coin that I was just like having fun trading with, and I got rugged on it, and I left it in there. It came back up. I was able to take like $500 out of it the other day, like 2 days ago, which is just a testament to never sell your rug pulls. You can always take the, like, if you have the funds at least, just leave them. If you got rugged, just leave them. There's no worth taking your 20, 50, 100 bucks out of it. Just let it go to zero. It's better for taxes anyways if you just completely, if you realize a loss, you have to pay, like it doesn't help as much as if you just let it go to zero. So just abandon it completely. And then you always have the chance that it comes back up together. Sage was a massive L. Zach, Sage was a massive L. Make Pat's lips great again. Dawn, mods! Mods! I need mods! My lip is feeling a lot better. I've been rugged with Sage. That was tough. I got rugged by Mt. Gox. I bet you did, Yeti. That one probably hurt the most. Because now you're getting the funds back from the Mt. Gox hack and everything, or the Mt. Gox shit. And you're getting pennies on the dollar compared to what you probably lost. So I am sorry for you on one hand, but on the other hand, if you were in early enough to get rugged by Mt. Gox and you're still here, you're fine. What was I saying? Oh, I put the money that I made from that rug that got revitalized into, if you guys know, do you guys know Josh Block? Do you guys know this guy? The guy who goes around New York City just acting a fool, being drunk. World of T-shirts. He made a coin. He made a coin called Blocks. And so I put the $400, $500 that I got from it into Blocks token because I think it is absolutely hysterical that he made a coin. He said, if it goes to $1, which it's never going to go to $1, he will go to rehab and quit drinking forever. And so I just contributed, did my part into the contribution. Funny as hell. Blocks coin. Block coin. I'm not promoting this because I'm pretty sure I already got rugged on it. Yeah. So it's like 2 days old. I think it's funny. We're seeing TikTok tokens get a lot of liquidity and get a lot of access. I mean, it's starting to come back. I bought right here. And so I got rugged pretty instantly. Lost the money again, which is what it is. It was just a funny thing. I figured I'd get rugged. But what we're seeing on TikTok is stuff like Chill Guy taking off. And he, like, World of T-shirts is one of the biggest TikTok, like, infamous creators. And I think he's hysterical. I feel really, really bad for the dude. And so low-key, I hope it gets to $1. But what's going to end up happening is his little watch guard dude. I know I'm getting in the niche trenches of the internet here with this one. But his little watch guard dude, Mr. Based, is just, I think, rugging it over and over again every time it gets some momentum. And so just be warned, this thing is probably going to continue to rug over and over again. But in the event that it does go viral on TikTok, TikTok birthed the Chill Guy meme and the Chill Guy token. And Chill Guy, you guys have seen, is going nutty. Is this the real one? Yeah, that looks like the real one. $500 million market cap. I just think TikTok has a lot of liquidity where people don't think it does. And so if it happens to take off like Chill Guy did, like 5 or 6 days into its existence, there is no better meme than Joshua Block on TikTok. So that's my thesis behind it. I already got rugged. I'm down like 60% on it. So don't follow me into it. It's just for fun. It's just a funny one. There you go. All right. Back to talking about what you guys want to talk about and not my Patrick not learning. I know I literally just talked about how I got absolutely demolished on Landwolf, and I was like, all right guys, here's the next rug pull. Here is the next rug pull. But it's just fun money. I had already lost that money on a rug pull, and so it came back to life, and I was like, let's ape into the next rug pull, guys. Bearish on Euro. It is down 16% today. The chart does not look as beautiful as it did but a couple days ago. However, I'm still kind of bullish on Euro and Riff. I still am bullish on both of these. I think that they're going to continue to have their limelight as they are the only two real DeSci projects, and I use real lightly, on Solana. They're holding this floor pretty damn nicely. And we know that Pump Science, despite all the hacks and bullshit that they're going through, we know that they're a real team. We know they're really trying their best here. They just are scientists dabbling into crypto. And they're about to do Riffmas. We heard it from their live stream. They're about to launch 15 to 20 new molecules. And I'm sure there'll be a rotation of money. But the marketing leading into that, I think, will be good for these two. And ultimately, DeSci is at its infancy right now. Baxo is sleeping. Yeah, I know. What the hell, Don? Baxo at 1 million. RIP. Pat with lip. Don, I want 10% of supply if you make that pump fund. If you make that pump fund, I want 10% of supply, motherfucker. DIA is a sure shot and available on Coinbase for the new wave of investors. DIA. DIA token. Is this it? I am assuming this is it. 3 years old. It looks like it's coming to life. This is a good chart. This chart reminds me of Sturdy. See how it kind of died, had a little spike, came down, and then a massive spike? Some catalyst just happened. It reminds me of Sturdy. I know nothing about it, but the chart looks like Sturdy's chart did, in which it kind of died, had a little pump, and then started taking off like crazy. So let's go ahead and take a look into it a little bit. Only 10%. I won't be too selfish. I want other people to make money too, you know? I'll only take 10% of the token. That's it. I want others to have some fun. Where is the link to the website? Is this the correct token? Yes, but good luck. You recommend to take part? Do you recommend us to take part in the Poseidon DAO pre-sale? I want to make this very clear, Amir. Thank you very much for asking that question. I want to make this abundantly clear. I do not recommend you touch any cryptos. I actually advise you to not touch any of the cryptos because they are wildly volatile and there's a very good chance you'll lose a lot of money if you don't approach things with some caution. So I personally do not recommend you to buy any of the things that I talk about ever. I'm buying them, and a lot of the people who have been here for the whole time have bought them and made disgusting amounts of money. And so you can do that with that information, do what you want with it. Make sure you're doing your own research. Understand the potential for Poseidon DAO. Understand the valuations. Understand the target market. Understand the narrative of DeSci as a whole. And then come to your own conclusion and risk no more than you're willing to lose. Despite me thinking that is terrible investing advice, to be honest, because if you're only investing, I don't want to lose any money. And so if I only invest what I'm willing to lose, I'm never going to make any money. But that's besides the point. You need to be very, very careful. Didn't you tell me to invest 10 Bitcoin into Noble? Yeti, you are different, Yeti. You are different. All right? I know you. I don't know Amir. All right? Tell us your thoughts about Poseidon DAO. I think it's a cook. I'm very, very bullish on Poseidon DAO, and I hope to see it become the largest position in my portfolio. But Pat loves the pain. The pain. When $100 Psy. You know what's crazy is it's not even that unrealistic to see $100 SI. I think I put some of the chart stuff, the price stuff in the chat the other day. Oh God, you guys talk so much. $100 SI is a $250 million circulating market cap, which is very high, very high. But that would mean fully diluted at 2.5 billion. If Poseidon DAO becomes one of the big coins, $100 SI is not off the table. That would be like Noble Blocks getting back up to like 30, 40, 50 cents, that area, I think. Like closer to 50 or 60 cents, actually. I just talked about random stuff. Poseidon DAO has a pretty good opportunity to actually go to $100. Pre-sales at 32 cents. Wait, Yeti, so wait, you brought up a very good point, Yeti. You brought up a very good point. You said you're gonna put 10 Bitcoin into Noble Blocks? That's what you said, right? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you heard Yeti say he promised to put 10 Bitcoin into Noble Blocks? 10 is a good number, but I like 14. 1 Bitcoin per $1 million in market cap. Yeah, okay, X. Okay, X. Why are you putting 2 in the chat? I'm pretty sure the chat heard you loud and clear, Yeti. You need to get your mining some of your crypto too. The profit margins can be insane. Psst, Dynex is mineable. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Yeti. Can I show what you sent me? I don't think anyone's going to even understand what the title of this is. Yeti, can I share with the chat what it is that you sent me? You said yes? Or were you saying yes to the sneaky peek of new white paper? Bullish. I need confirmation again, Yeti. I'm asking because I asked you 2 things. Crystal clear. Can I show what you sent me on Discord? Snowman. What about Wellshare? Didn't they partner with someone? Yeah, Wellshare partnered with Abbott, MK. Abbott is the 2nd largest medical device distributor on the market. Plus Wellshare's chart. Pretty beautiful. Pretty damn gorgeous. That is a gorgeous. Yeah, you can show it. Let's go. Let's go, Yeti. Towards quantum number field sieve. Hybrid quantum classic number field sieve for integer fractional factorization using Dynex quantum annealing. So I don't know a single word that I just read from that, but Yeti is very excited about it. Thus, it must be pretty bullish for Dynex. I didn't understand any of that, so I'm gonna have to be doing some research here, but Yeti's excited, therefore I'm excited. I am sure I will get a beautiful explanation from Mikra pretty soon. Mikro, I forget his name here, but oh, the doorbell just rang. That's sus. Let me give you an easier understanding title. Yes, please. That would be very appreciated. Oh shit. Wellshare partnered with Cerebrum DAO. That's interesting. Wellshare for diabetes, Cerebrum DAO for neurology. Yeti plugged Dynex into the Noble standard. The doorbell went, you guys need to wait a second. View this beautiful announcement. I need to see if the person is still at the door. I think they just skirted away. Okay, guys. Thank you all for waiting patiently for that. The HelloFresh just arrived. HelloFresh just arrived. No, it was not the IRS. I pay all of my taxes and I fully plan on paying all of my taxes. I have no intention on skipping out on the IRS because clearly they're watching right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. This is alt season knocking. You're damn right. Patrick, I'm here, open the door. You guys are crazy. Yeti already ringing. Okay, so Yeti gave us an easier to understand it. This says DeSci Raid IRL. Yeti gave us an easier thing to understand. Integer factorization is just breaking a big number into smaller numbers that multiply together to make it, like finding the building blocks of the number. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. I don't understand the implications or the use case, though. If you could give a link to something that would explain the use case. But it's like saying, instead of writing 24, you write 6 times 4, correct? You're breaking it down. It's the factorization. Okay. All right, that makes more sense now. But WellShare and Cerebrum DAO, we're thrilled to announce a partnership between Cerebrum DAO and WellShare Health, combining our shared vision to revolutionize brain health with cutting-edge technology and decentralized innovation. You know what actually just clicked in my brain? Why this partnership makes a lot of sense? So there is 2 types of diabetes that is commonly known, all right? 2 commonly known types of diabetes. There's type 1, which you're born with it. It's just a genetic mutation that happens basically in which you are not able to produce the proper, goddamn, 4 hours of sleep is really getting at me. You guys know type 1 diabetes. You can't regulate insulin properly in your body, so you can't produce the hormones that are needed to take care of your blood sugar. That is genetic. Type 2 is more of a diet influenced in which you just didn't take care of your body and developed type 2 diabetes just from being obese and having inflammation and just eating a shit ton of sugar constantly. You're overworking your pancreas. There's a 3rd type of diabetes that is very, very undiscussed. Nobody talks about type 3 diabetes. Type 3 diabetes is something that you're very aware of, though. Everyone has heard of type 3 diabetes, but it has a different name, and it's called Alzheimer's. There is a very, very new emerging link between Alzheimer's and type 3 diabetes, indicating, and this is not like this is just barely getting introduced into the science realm, but suggesting that chronic overexposure to unregulated diabetes causes folding in your brain of the proteins, which links to Alzheimer's. There's 2 types of Alzheimer's, and I'm using Alzheimer's generally speaking here. It's more just like a degradation of your brain, but dementia. Type 3 is one of the types of Alzheimer's, type 3 diabetes. And so this makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm very interested to see what kind of studies get initiated from this partnership. That's pretty bullish. When diabetes pre-sale? Nobody wants to buy diabetes. Do you think Dynex will be big in DeSci? Yes, I do. I think it's going to be extremely big. I have type 3 ditties. Mods, get Don out of the chat, please. I would like Don to be permanently removed from the chat forever. Gone. Never again to appear. What the fuck is type 3 ditty? Huh? There's 3 types, Patrick. Not related, but can we do a science experiment once a month just for fun? You can wear your lab coat again. Yeah, I actually have a big whiteboard here, so I could do whole lectures on my whiteboard. I just have to turn around the camera so that it's not facing here. Fucking rude. Dynex is a massive falling wedge. I know. Oh, I know. When that thing pops, it's going to be a violent ride to $100 per coin. I will maintain that price target. That is a $10 billion market cap. I think Dynex is worth more than $10 billion, but I want to keep my pants on for this one. Pause. I did not mean to say that. I did not mean to say that. Can somebody take that out of the live stream? If you want to do that, we could set up some quantum computation. I'm down. If you had to pick Dynex or Lake, Landon, don't make me do that. Mods, I want Landon's chat. I want his question removed, please. Do not make me do that. I refuse to pick between Lake or Dynex. No, thank you. Nothing like a little pressure then. Clip it. No. No. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Don. I'm sorry, Landon. Patrick got fired for preaching Diddy oil to the lab, not for the jab. Oh my god. Genome is having a subnet with Tau. I think I did actually see that. But I totally neglected that. Let's see. I need to visualize that once more, please. Is Genome's opening a subnet in Tau? Is that for reals? Check out the recording of Genome's latest X-Space with Genome meets Tau. Holy shit. Holy shit. I will be listening to this later today or tomorrow or the next day. Probably not tomorrow because tomorrow's Thanksgiving, guys. The DeSci raid tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I might get in trouble for going live on Thanksgiving because I think we have plans and stuff, but I'm going to prioritize being live for Thanksgiving. That's just a warning, Landon. Landon, it's nothing serious. Hopefully he just timed you out or deleted your message. Just wait till mods get access to new YouTube Diddy Oil release. Can someone mute Don? What the hell is this? This is bullish for Genomes. If they get access to one of the BitTensor subnets to help out with what they're doing, BitTensor is super, super bullish. So props to Genomes for getting something going right there. Makes sense though. You're going to need a lot of computational power in order to dissect and analyze a full human genome. That is a very large set of data, more like larger than we can even comprehend. So you're going to need a very, very strong network of computational power in order to analyze a full genome, which is pretty interesting now that I'm saying that. Do you guys know by chance what the strongest computational network is in the world? I'm just curious. Does anyone know what the strongest computational network in the world is? Yeti, please correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I'm pretty sure you guys just broke some crazy records by like 10 to the 82nd, which is more multiples greater in computational power than atoms in the observable universe. I'm pretty sure some network recently just broke that record like a couple months ago. If only I could talk about the conversation with Genome I recently had. Oh my god, Yeti's spilling more information. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. That was one of the introductions I was trying to make. Yeah. What the hell? When is the yacht party happening in 2025 to celebrate the gains from this cycle? That, hopefully, I'll just be an NPC from now on. No, Landon. Landon, no, please. Hopefully, the yacht party can happen next fall. After we take some profits, we will start organizing the yacht party, and we will have a fantastic time. We got to find a centralized location. I was thinking Istanbul. I think Istanbul will be very achievable for everyone in here. Just take a nice little trip over to Turkey. Go to Istanbul, get on a yacht. As long as Israel hasn't bombed everything over there, we'll be good. Chill. I don't need to be bringing up wars. But as long as everything's okay, this time next year, we will have already conducted the yacht party. UAE. Yeah, might as well go to Dubai, right? Everyone will be able to afford plane tickets out to Dubai if my price predictions come true. Not financial advice. Don't forget, I did the DeSci AMA the other day, so it caused a lot of talks with a lot of DeSci projects. Hell yeah, Yeti. Hell yeah. If you guys have any of your eyes set on things, I have connections to every project in DeSci, aside from the new ones that popped up very recently, but I have a feeling that if I were to reach out to some of them, I could get some quick responses. But if you want any connections to projects in the world of decentralized science, I think that a good one would be AminoChain. I remember from the conference at Molecule's headquarters out in Germany that I went to earlier this year, they have an investment from A16Z as well, but they're doing some pretty interesting things as it pertains to protein folding, I believe. AminoChain makes sense, right? So if you want any connections, yeah, Yes, Yeti. Let's just continue that conversation, please. Okay, I'm done. Let's go get some turkey. Yeah, yeah. Landon, have you Pat, have you heard of metformin? Just wanted your opinion on it. So I have not done any of the analysis into metformin. Metformin was one of the ones that got launched on Pump Science during the hack, but apparently people came forward and created a new metformin to do some longevity research in. Metformin is a very common drug though. I forget what it is used for. Lower blood sugar levels with people with type 2 diabetes. Okay, so metformin is a diabetic drug. Apparently it is also used in longevity. So we should do some research into this sucker. See if it is worth our attention. Ooh, that's a very nice front end. And of course, they want to promote their deck screener. I was hoping it would bring a new link. Down 50% today, so that is clearly performing pretty nicely. $1.6 million market cap. The chart doesn't look bad though, despite being down 50% today. It's kind of chilling at support. If this is a real project and not just a DeSci meme or a scam, this could be a nice entry point to it, but we have to do some analysis on the actual project before we just jump into stuff like this. Gained significant attention for its potential longevity benefits based on multiple preclinical and clinical studies. The interest in metformin as a longevity agent stems from the role in modulating pathways linked to aging and chronic disease. Cool. It seems like they're very much adamant on just promoting the pump fund. What is the goal? Our aim. Our team of 3 experienced medical doctors with a strong track record of publications in high-impact Sci and Sci-expanded journals is embarking... Okay, a little grammatical error there. Not that it means too much, but on an ambitious research project to investigate the longevity benefits of metformin. So, if it's real, it could be pretty good. It seems that it is more so a play to get the pump fund to go crazy, though. Honestly, everything DeSci is probably going to do pretty good. Oh shit. That's cool as hell, Yeti. That is very cool. That is very cool. I have our chat pulled up. Oh yeah, I already saw. That is cool. Can I please? There's a twofold question, but by asking my initial question, I expose what it is, kind of, that you guys have there. You have to come to the event. I will absolutely be coming to that event. I would love to come to that event. That will be a very, very cool event. Please support Pump Dingo meme coin. No. Sorry, cat. Is Dawn invited to the yacht party? If Dawn isn't there, then I won't be there. Well, then as a function to get Zach there, Dawn can be invited to it. Depending on the budget everyone has, this yacht party can be anywhere from like 20 people to potentially 100 or 200. Remember when we were looking up yachts on a live stream a little bit ago? Well, I don't know how to spell yacht. Yachtich. Yacht rentals. I still spelt it wrong. You guys spelt it wrong. You threw me off, Talkrid. The hell, man. No, I don't want to do that. This is how you know the top is close, though. Not gonna lie. We're looking up yacht rentals in Dubai. This is pretty cheap, actually. This is wildly cheap. Let's set some parameters. Let's go ahead into... Let's just say, although it's going to be the... Oh, we can't go that far out. All right, we'll just use current prices then. What is 15 guests? We're going to need more than that. We are going to need 40 guests. That's pretty decent, right? 40 is not bad. 50 guests. Okay, now we're talking. I think 50 is good. Any more than that is just going to be too crowded to actually like have a good time. I think 50 is appropriate. So, where'd it go? Am I stupid? There we go. 101 foot. Is that a hot tub? Come on, internet. You got this. Okay, well, we can't apparently look at the photos. But it looks like that is a hot tub. With the captain, please, of course. Only $2,000. Group size 50. 4 hour. Okay, apparently the yacht party is a lot more attainable than I remember it being. Apparently the yacht party is significantly more attainable. We'll have Frank the captain here for 50 people, only $3,000. I was under the impression it was going to be significantly more. I feel like that's a hot tub only 1 or 2 people is going to fit in, Beagle, but that's okay. So, yeah, apparently the yacht party is significantly more attainable than I thought it was going to be. $3,000 is, yeah, I'll cover that, guys. We don't need to launch the yacht party token. Yachts are boring. Just hire a whole hotel in Dubai. Go full baller. How much is a hotel in Dubai? I don't even know what to search for that, Yeti. What does someone even search for that if renting out an entire event space? Event flare, that sounds about right. A Dubai event party just for those investors. Okay, that's a pretty beautiful space. How much is it for one night? Oh, it's right in the marina too. That's crazy. It does not seem that they have pricing on the page, though. Yeah, no pricing on this, unfortunately. So we can't see how much. Each room around 500 a night, 180 rooms, 90K a night. Okay, all right. Well, if Dynex gets to $100, then we'll take, instead of buying a house, we'll just rent out a hotel for a night. If Dynex can get to $100, if Dynex gets to $50, we actually have enough money to do that in this. What the hell? If Dynex gets to $50, we have enough money to book an entire hotel for everyone for a night in Dubai. So maybe after the yacht party, since it's only $3,000, we'll just go rent out the whole hotel. Who needs a house when you can have a Dubai hotel? If Dynex goes to $100, I'll buy you a yacht. How's that sound? That sounds pretty beautiful, Yeti. Yachts for everyone, baby. Yachts for everyone. Oh, God. Oh, it's 1:13. Okay, so we've been live for an hour, 13 minutes. Something must have happened to the X live stream because not a soul came through. Although I did not promote it today. I did not post it. $100, Chloe. I think Dynex goes to $10 billion market cap this cycle. I know it sounds ridiculous right now. I know that. But I think it's going to be going to $10 billion, which would be $100 Dynex, plus or minus a few $10, because what's $10 to a $10 billion market cap thing, right? But I do think that we'll see Dynex approaching that $100 threshold. It's 30 cents right now. That's my humbled opinion on it. Obviously, don't take it as financial advice. I honestly would be happy even if it just hit $1 billion and went to $10. But what they're doing, everything they have planned, what's going on there, I think it is. Yeah, obviously you guys can tell I'm bullish on it. I am also bullish on HairDAO. I kind of want to see HairDAO. $85 million market cap. Holy shit, guys. These are crazy. These are crazy. YouTube is where it's at. Everyone knows this chat is gold. I agree, MK. I agree. What about Origin Trail Track in DeSci? It does decentralized knowledge graphs. Yes. So I think Origin Trail, obviously it is the biggest project within the DeSci category, right? $379 million market cap. Obviously, Track is the biggest DeSci project according to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. I don't care for it. And I know that's probably going to hurt some people's feelings. The market cap is too big for me. The market cap is too big for me. And it is a dinosaur coin. It's already been around for a cycle. And so it already had kind of its time in the limelight. $2.36 from a penny. So it already did what I'm hoping a lot of the DeSci projects do. It could do it again, obviously, but there's other things that are doing knowledge graphs as well. Origin Trail will probably be successful, but what are you looking at? You're looking at it going to $1 billion market cap, and then you get a 3x in it. I'm not looking for a 3x. I'm not interested in a 3x. I'm interested in 30x's. If Origin Trail was a $40 million market cap, then I'd be interested in it. But knowledge graphs is not that difficult of a thing to do. While it is very important, yeah. I don't want to rag on Origin Trail because it is a good project in my opinion. It's just too old and too big already for me. So that's my 2 cents on that. How about VitaDAO? What's your price prediction? Thanks in advance. Maybe I can pull up my price predictions. Although I think I need to search it on my phone. Look at how many views that thing got. Let me go look because I made a post about my price predictions so that I wouldn't lose them, and I kind of want to stay true to that post. So let's go to my profile. We'll search price prediction. Give me 1 moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I'm starting to get sweaty. I did it so long ago. I should pin it. Oh, look at that. Look at what just came through. Patrick Joyce liked my post. The co-founder of Research Hub, the COO of Research Hub, just liked my thread that I did for the breakdown on Research Hub. Hell yeah, Patrick. W name. W name. There we go. Okay, I just got it. So my opinion on price predictions for VitaDAO, I think it has a chance of going to $30 according to my price prediction. So let's go to Vita, and then I'm gonna wrap it up here in a second. $30, which is putting it around $1 billion market cap. So you'll see a pretty commonality here. W for Pat, good job. Let's go. Other Pat, I'm assuming. Yeah, VitaDAO is just the OG DeSci DAO from BioProtocol. And so my price prediction for it is $30. Let me read out the ones that I have listed here. You probably can't see it, but I have my post pulled up. I posted it on October 11th, and I said bookmark this for next year. I might repost it right now, actually, repost. So Dynex was 40 cents. My peak 2025 prediction is $103. Axon, 17 cents at the time. My peak price prediction for Axon, $7.40. Data Lake was a third of a penny at the time. My peak price prediction for Data Lake was $1.40. All of these sounded quite outlandish at the time. Pretty soon they won't be sounding too outlandish, in my humbled opinion. Noble Blocks, 0.004, so 4/10 of a penny at the time. It is now 1.1 pennies, and I think it has a good chance of going to $1. VitaDAO, $1.08 at the time. I said $30. HairDAO was $36 at the time. I say $500. Sounded pretty ludicrous, but now it's already well over 100. ResearchCoin was 22 cents. My price prediction for ResearchCoin was $46. Clearly pretty bullish on ResearchCoin there. I don't remember it being that big of a price prediction. I think that's a $4 billion market cap. So, but $46 is quite the upside to it. Rejuve was, at the time, was 1.4 pennies. I said $1.30. Genome was 7/10 of a penny. I said 50 cents. Genome's actually been cooking. Let's see. It's already at 3 cents, 3.5 cents. So I said 50 cents. And then Grow was the final one. And it was 40 cents at the time. And I said $69. Grow is from ValleyDAO. Can you post it in Discord? Yeah, I reposted it. Grow's got some growing to do in order to get to where I said I think it can go. Not looking terrible, but we just had a big sell-off, so that's a little concerning. But those are my price predictions. Thank you all very much for being here with me. Yeti says, I just want Dynex to be at a price that reflects the technology and progress that has been made. So Yeti is clearly thinking that my $100 price prediction for Dynex is bearish, because for that to take place, I think $10 billion for Dynex is kind of FUD. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully, this live stream was worth investing it into. Tomorrow is DeSci Raid Day, also Thanksgiving here in the United States. So be ready. Going to be a bit of a fun live stream tomorrow. I'm going to have to dress up as a turkey. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I already said the outro, so